Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of me, a passionate Eurovision fan, reacting to the American Song Contest. Today, we're going to listen to songs from Texas, Louisiana, Tennessee, New Jersey, Alabama, Florida, Alaska, South Carolina, South Dakota, Delaware, Northern Mariana Islands, and Colorado. Okay, first up on our list is Texas, known as the Lone Star State, because of the flag, I imagine. In my previous videos, I've always said what I associated with each state, but I did say I'm not going to do that for California, Texas, and New York because they are too well known and everyone, around the world has heard of them, so I just don't see the point. So we're going to listen to Grant, and now I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce his last name, but Noki, performing his song Mr. Independent. Sounds like my ex-boyfriend who was from Texas.
Mr. Independent, no, I can't stop myself from listening to no one. I am on my own now, I'm all I got, guess I'm the only one.
Right.
Mr. Independent, no, I can't leave my door wide open for no one. Big bed in the black suit can tell me no, guess I'm the only one.
Does he think it's a good thing though?
You walk around here and say that this is your job.
Maybe listen to a song before you say it's all the same.
He's like, he already knows what the haters are gonna say. I am grown. He really does sound very bratty, doesn't he? If this is tongue-in-cheek, then it's a great song. I love it. But if he's serious about these lyrics, then my god. I love that lyric, actually. I can't stop myself from listening to no one. Okay, wow, thank you. My cat just hit pause. I guess I was just enjoying myself too much, and he didn't like that. Well, I gotta say I quite enjoyed this one. It was it's very catchy, memorable. I don't think that this is one of these songs like, I'm rich, I can get anywhere I want, and I can do anything I want. I don't get this vibe from it. It's not like a braggy type of song. I think that this is more of a, sort of self-aware, more kind of ironic take on the same theme. At least that's the impression that I'm getting. You tell me if you think that I'm correct here, because maybe you'll get a completely different vibe from it. I can see that, possibly. But in general, very entertaining and very catchy. So, good job, Texas. Next up on our list is Louisiana, known as the Pelican State, or the Creole State, or Sugar State. And for me, what I associate with Louisiana, obviously swamps, backwater, and which I would love to see. Like, honestly, I've never been to the States, but definitely Louisiana is like pretty much top of my list of all the places that I want to visit and see. I associate also Louisiana with obviously New Orleans, Mardi Gras, that sort of thing, and pelicans, right? So the Pelican Brief, the movie and the book. Obviously, Louisiana used to be a French colony, if I'm not mistaken, hence, of course, very strong influences of French culture. So we're going to listen to Brittany Fance with the song Now You Do.
I've got a light and it breaks up the darkness. I've got a sound and it splits through the noise. If you didn't know, now you do.
No. Slepotek. Definitely a very theatrical type of performance, which I enjoyed. Nice beat. Ali. No! No! Stop it. Yeah, pretty nice, pretty nice. I guess like the chorus might have been a little bit more sophisticated, but I don't mind it. I think that it's memorable. Obviously, the lyrics are very simple, so, you know, you immediately can start singing along just like I did. Not in the terms of singing, but in terms of the music, it reminded me a bit of Florence and the Machine. I like her voice, definitely the timbre, very nice. So yeah, good job, good job. Next up on our list is Tennessee, known as the volunteer state. I wonder why. Obviously, I associated with the song Chattanooga Choo Choo. Pardon me, boy, is that the Chattanooga Choo Choo? Yes, yes, track 29. Boy, you can give me a shine. Dinner in the diner, nothing could be finer. Woo woo, Chattanooga, there you are. I think it's an original song by Glenn Miller Orchestra. Let's listen to Tyler Braden and his song 17.
And I thought I knew everything there was to know, but she showed me how wrong I could be our first night alone when we were 17.
Can't relate. I didn't do anything that adventurous when I was 17. I was a late bloomer. It's interesting to me, there are a lot of people who are nostalgic for their teenage years. Not me. My teenage years were terrible. Not as bad as when I was 20, I can tell you that, but it wasn't great. My life was way harder when I was 17. It's a nice enough song, but it's completely not in my taste. I don't really vibe with stuff which is like, you know, lots of acoustic guitar. Wow, that was dramatic. Lots of acoustic guitar. Just not my cup of tea. What can I say? Next up on our list is New Jersey, known as the Garden State. Obviously, it's known for Jersey Shore. I know that, of course, Michelle Visage is from New Jersey. Actually, you know, just remembered, my cousin lives in New Jersey. We're going to listen to Brooke Alex and the song I Don't Take Pictures Anymore. So she's not the first artist to start her performance in bed. Remember Oregon? Come on, girl. No boots on bed. Wow, so short, indeed. I don't even call that short hair. Why doesn't she take pictures anymore? I don't get it. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, no, now I get it. Now I get it. And totally true. Like when I was in my 20s, then yes, I went anywhere to any party or anything that had to be documented for Facebook. So nowadays I don't really do that much. I'm not a super huge fan of, again, this style of pop music, but I do like kind of the message in the song for sure, and I think that the lyrics are pretty interesting. The next state on our list is Alabama, known as the Cotton State. So of course the first thing that comes to my mind is the song Sweet Home Alabama. Also Forrest Gump, who was famously from
Alabama!
Oh yeah, okay. It also has another nickname, which is the Yellowhammer State. Not sure what that is, but it probably is some sort of like a plant or animal. So we're going to listen to Ni/Co, and the song The Difference.
Out of the days, finding my ways back into your heaven. I'm misusing my words, making it worse, not my best decision. Won't you say that I'm forgiven? Felt like we were oceans apart. Now even if we're right or wrong, forget the fight, I know you see it too.
I definitely like the bass in the background, which probably in my video you won't be able to hear very well. They do sound good together. It's a nice pairing of voices. Well, this guy's really hot.
Won't you say that I'm forgiven?
Aww. Oh, I love kisses. It's, you know, it's not my kind of thing because it's a ballad, but it's a very nice performance. Definitely they did really well vocally, and I think that also they created a nice atmosphere on the stage, and yeah, so good job on that. Next up on our list is Florida, known as the Sunshine State. I mean, honestly, I could almost skip Florida because again, like, everyone knows Florida, but let me get into it now. Obviously, when I think of Florida, I think of Miami and the song by Will Smith, Welcome to Miami, bienvenida a Miami. I love that one. Lots of stories about, you know, Florida men did this or that. Alligators. It's a stand your ground state, right? Which is horrible. You know, of course, I remember it from the George W. Bush versus Al Gore election and this whole like clusterfuck they had going on there. Florida is a swing state, so every single time that there's an election, you know, everyone's eyes are on Florida. I know it's a place that people like to retire to, and I know that the governor right now is Ron DeSantis. Let's listen to, so either it's Ale or Ale Zabala and the song Flirt. Okay, so it has like a slight Latino vibe.
You got that spark, that thing I'm looking for. And I'm going loco crazy. Galore.
Of course, it has to have the word loco in it, right?
For sure. Miami down to Bogota. Feeling got me feeling right.
Down to Bogota. Is she from Colombia? Wait a second. I mean, like, listening to these lyrics, it sounds more like she's a flirt, not him. Because she's trying to seduce him, basically. Sounds more like. Yeah, not my kind of thing. What can I say? Again, I don't think it's a bad song. Obviously it isn't. All of these songs that I don't like, I mean, it's not that they're bad songs. I think that they're well written and well performed and everything, just not my kind of thing. So, you know, please don't take it as a judgment on, you know, the artistry, because that's not what it is. So next up on our list is Alaska, known as the last frontier, which is a lie, because space is the final frontier. Alaska, obviously it's, you know, it was bought from Russia. I know that. Number one thing that I associate with Alaska is the show Northern Exposure, which was just a great show. If you guys haven't seen it, you absolutely should. So let's listen to Jewel. So apparently Jewel is one of the better known artists in this year's lineup. I have never heard of her though, so sorry. So Jewel, and her song is The Story.
This is the part of the story where I'm gonna start. The scene opens on a girl with
I already know why I never heard of her. Yeah, I don't listen to country at all. It has acoustic guitar in it, which is like my kryptonite.
they clap for her, they adore her, but
Oh, this reminds me a little bit of like 80s music.
And this part makes me so emotional.
Yeah, this song is very 80s actually. But this chorus reminds me so much of another song. Oh. The second line in the chorus sounds a lot like Wrecking Ball. But of course the rest of the song is completely different, so obviously I'm not saying it's plagiarism. You know, I was very much like, no, it's not for me at the beginning. By the end of the song, I'm on board now. I still don't really like the abrupt end to the chorus. I would have liked something that would be a little bit like longer. Other than that, it's a cute little song, honestly. It's quite charming. Good job there, Jewel, really. Next up on our list is South Carolina, known as the Palmetto State, whatever that means. I know very, very little about South Carolina. I know that this was the first state that Joe Biden won during the primaries. Okay, so we're going to hear Jesse LaPrati and the song Not Alone. I like fuller, darker voices. Yeah. He reminds me a little bit of like Bruno Mars, and I hate Bruno Mars as well. I think I said that in my last Eurovision video, which you can watch here if you want, that I'm not into songs that are this cheerful and uplifting. Like, it sounds to me just a little fake. It's a nice, like, energetic song. It's a dance song, so I appreciate that for sure. It's not my favorite, mostly just because of the vocals. I'm just not a fan. You know, it's all a question of personal taste, obviously. It just happens. What are you gonna do? Next up on our list is South Dakota. And I was gonna say that I don't associate anything with South Dakota, but then I read the nickname, and the nickname is the Mount Rushmore State. It's like, oh, okay, great. So, okay, I associate with Mount Rushmore then, I guess. So we're going to listen to Judd Hoos, or Judd Hoos, not 100% sure on the pronunciation of the last name, and the song Bad Girl. Let's listen.
It's a bad girl that's good for me.
A little faith, you left a bitter taste on my tongue. Ooh, what I need.
This is kind of weird. So I don't get it. Does he like her? Does he not like her? Because she left a bitter taste in his mouth. He thinks she's a little fake. So what's up with that? The high claps. I'm sorry, but I feel like he's trying so hard to be cool, and he's just thoroughly not cool. You know, it's not a bad song. I think it's quite catchy. Like, obviously, the chorus is super memorable. So that's really good. His overall look, like, he looks like this vanilla white boy. I mean, you couldn't possibly get more boring in terms of, like, style, you know, haircut, everything. But, you know, some people are just like that. And you know what? They also need to be represented. Next up on our list is Delaware, known as the first state or the Diamond State. So for a state that claims to be the first, it has a pretty weak brand image because I honestly wouldn't know about it if it wasn't a tax haven. That's the number one thing that I associate with it. Like, yeah, tax haven, shell companies. Delaware is represented by Nitro Nitra. Interesting stage name, and the song Train. Well, the music is really cool. I really like all this stuff that's happening in the background there. I don't understand why she wants someone to free her. Like, being stuck on the train is literally the best thing that I can think of. Depends what train this is. Yeah, it's quite nice. I really like the song. Just like I said that Bad Girl did not have a cool vibe, this has a very cool vibe to it. And I think that the chorus is catchy, which is the number one most important thing. So good job there. And yeah, I think that this is quite an interesting entry. Okay, so next up on our list is Northern Mariana Islands, and this is the best. The nickname for this territory is America's Best Kept Secret. And it sure is, because I didn't know they existed. Obviously, the one thing that comes to my mind is the Mariana Trench. Okay, so we're going to listen to Sabu, I think that's how you pronounce his name, and the song Sunsets and Sea Turtles. So I think that this is actually what we're supposed to associate with the Northern Mariana Islands. Sunsets and Sea Turtles. Whoa. So again,
Came it together for you.
acoustic guitar.
But I know one thing is true. Sunsets and sea turtles came here together for you. Came here
Seriously,
together for
Patrick.
you. What you doing here by the east side?
So this is actually an example of a singer who's
I said,
doesn't have good technique, I think. But I actually like the timbre of his voice.
Where the water gets knee high.
Again, it's not my thing. It's a very kind of just very chill, relaxing, low-key song, which is not something that I like. I mean, I like when things are like up here. I like things to be dramatic. It's like the total polar opposite of what I typically listen to. You know, it's a vibe. It's a vibe, and you kind of have to get into that vibe, I think, to enjoy it. So the next state on our list is Colorado, known as the Centennial State. I know that it's red. I mean, as in like literally red. Like the color of the rocks there is red, and I think hence also the name. Colorado, of course, I know that the state capital is Denver, and the Netflix show Space Force is set in Denver. And of course, I know about the Denver Broncos. So we're going to listen to Riker Lynch and the song Feel the Love. Oh, isn't the Grand Canyon in Colorado? It probably is. What is this outfit? I'm just dancing!
That's why we're staying up tonight like crazy. I feel the love right now. I feel the love right now. It feels so good to be alive. I feel the love right now. Let's make it last some
Oh god.
Don't wanna let this feeling die.
I kind of love his performance now. It's like he doesn't mind looking kind of lame. Somehow, I can't explain to you why, but this feels like more kind of true, authentic, and real to me than Not Alone by Jesse Leprati, and I can't explain to you why that is. I love the way he's performing. It feels like he's really having fun up on that stage, and he's not thinking about how he's going to come off, but rather just, you know, just really feeling the song and just having fun. Okay, so if I have to choose my favorite one, I gotta go back to the very beginning. Honestly, I'm really tempted to say Mr. Independent from Texas. That song, I think, honestly, I enjoyed the most, interestingly. I mean, I did really like Louisiana. I definitely liked The Story. And yeah, Train Interesting. I have to listen more to that one though, because I'm a little bit on the fence there still. What would be my least favorite? No. Usually I film these things without my cats because they're agents of chaos. I definitely did not like Florida. Yet Northern Mariana Islands, not my favorite thing. I think those two, honestly. Thank you very much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, then please consider hitting the like button. You can join me on my channel for more American Song Contest reaction videos and also for Eurovision review videos. So if you would like that, then maybe consider subscribing to my channel. Then you're definitely going to be notified about any new content that I upload. And yes, so thank you again for today, and I'll see you next week. Bye!